should be a no repeat override near the central platform.
Thanks. I should tell these.
C mark 8 and R mark 4 for deployment.
Something over here. Oh, great. New machines on the way.
Zeta! Asbestos has locked me out of the node. Any ideas?
I'll see what I can do. network hub. I managed to disrupt Hephaestus' control of the node. You should be able to override it now.
Nice. Thanks.
It sounds like it fled to another chamber.
Well, I better not get comfortable.
Six overring.
Great. Hephaestus covered the floor with lightning. I gotta find a way over it.
Aloy! More machines keep coming! Please tell me you're getting close!
I'm working on it. I've been smashing through a lot of machines on my side, too.
I guess Aaron's missing out!
Anyway, I'm making progress on the bypass, but I need something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine carcasses?
Right. Or some luminous braiding.
You could reinforce it with a conversion cylinder.
For increased connectivity. I think we can do this, Aloy.
Array KG.
Oh, here we go again.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I'll try to get your access back. Node access restored. Now you can override it.
Good work.
You did the heavy lifting.
Emergency urge pipeline J85.
Okay. Festus is running out of places to hide.
Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
The machine Festus was building. It must have finished it.
It's powerful, whatever it is. I'm almost done with the core repairs. Should we come to you? Maybe I could distract the machine if...
No, Beta. Just stay where you are, okay? Handling the machine's my job.
Intruder target. Not capture. Repair. Holding tower. Infiltrate the hole.
Charging. It's covered in plasma. It's done.
You did it! There should be one more node to override.
Good. Stand by. I'm sending Hephaestus back to you. No more hiding, Hephaestus!
Got it! Hephaestus is back in the core!
Make sure it stays there. I'm heading back.
And then we can start the merge.
Because of you, Beta. I'm glad you came along. And you, Varl. We couldn't have done any of this without you.
Right back at you, Aloy.
Aloy, the bypass is done.
The core is stable. Hephaestus is 100% contained. And we better get started with the merge. It's all set up. Gaia, establish the link, please.
Done.
To complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus' malicious code. Carefully.
Redundant copy. You cost us quite a lot of time. Eric, get Beta. And squash that bug while you're at it.
Get behind me.
Come on! Quit screwing around.
Yeah, we're having fun, right?
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport. Tilda!
I failed.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her! I can't even see her!
Beta. Varl. Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast. Okay. What is this?
Just a few favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like. I'm curious to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead. Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art, or the insight we might gain. This is Rembrandt painting Jeremiah, a man in mourning.
Mourning what?
His home. The ancient city of Jerusalem. He foresaw its impending doom, but could do nothing to prevent it. So instead, he saved its treasures from destruction, just as I saved these works. You could say we're kindred spirits. My favorite pairing on the left is woman reading a letter by Vermeer, a true master. And on the right is a forgery, woman reading music, which fooled experts into believing it was a priceless original. Early in my career, I became fascinated with such deceptions. Eventually, I developed scanning software that could detect fakes with unparalleled accuracy.
Is that how you made enough money to buy your way onto the Odyssey?
Oh no. I made my real fortune later. Selene and Endymion. She's the goddess of the moon, whereas he's a simple shepherd. Beside her is the god of love, Cupid.
So she's sneaking up on him?
More like visiting him in secret. The torch that Cupid bears represents Selene's undying infatuation with him. Though the two must remain apart, her love will forever burn. A portrait of the painter, Rembrandt's son Titus, depicted in the habit of a monk.
I don't get it. Why would someone like you, with infinite resources, care about this painting of a boy in a hood?
It's not the image itself, but the feeling it conveys. The face is bright and defined, but his eyes are downcast, heavy with misfortune. And the background seems to swallow all light. The painting is infused with a sense of loss.
I guess I understand how the painter feels.
Rembrandt's The Night Watch, by far the most famous painting my homeland ever produced. It was commissioned to honor a militia made up of influential citizens.
I guess you must have been an influential citizen.
In my day. But not as influential as you've been in this new world. By Willem van de Velde, the most famous of his many maritime paintings.
A ship crossing into the unknown. I guess you're familiar with that.
Indeed, which is why I appreciate this composition in particular. Though waves and wind threaten to destroy the ship, it perseveres, clinging to the light even as darkness closes in all around it.
Pulling out her own hair. Out of madness, out of grief. It's hard to watch her suffer.
Stunning, isn't it? Paintings weren't the only masterpieces of my people's golden age. This is Van Vianen's leaded ewer, molded from a single sheet of silver.
What was it for?
How like Elizabeth you are. Function over form. Its practical purpose was less important than its meaning. Van Vianen created it in honor of his late brother, who himself was a famous silversmith.
A memorial?
Yes. Such beauty from sorrow. Done so soon?
I've got more important things to worry about.
We both do. There is much we are trying to save. Not the least of which is in that vault. There's nothing wrong with savoring such treasures for a moment more. Or come upstairs and we'll get down to business. Your choice.
There you are. Feeling better?
How did you find us? At the cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see. Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta, in the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
After everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them, and lived with them for 1,000 years before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
quite simply this.
My old focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen...
Incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life. A 1,000 years at my back and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand. To be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it, all I want is to help you.
Even if it means stopping your friends?
Especially so. Please, sit down. There. That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them. Create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Regala and her rebels.
Even now, she's preparing a final march on the Tenakth capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me. You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way. One that only I know about. While Silence and my friends are busy battling each other, we'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
My old focus.
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving, I knew better. You were a revelation. After your dramatic, Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead. When the others were busy, I returned to the lab, and that's when I found this little not easy to repair, but sold. You were like a splash of color on a worn canvas. What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found, I wouldn't have known to save you at the cauldron.
So I should be grateful.
If you like.
So you know all.
What would you like?
Well?
When I was 8, thousands drowned, my parents included. My guardian, among my peers, all because of
Oh.
Aren't we? You were an outcast. But neither did I. First, from the technical, profitable expert, but as it turned out, the software I developed was even more useful. From there, it was only a short...
You were a spy?
More like a service. I had to remain anonymous to protect my... But despite that...
What happened when...
They painted one where we explored. It was only later. They only intended to... By the time I finally... Pharaoh's machines were devouring the Earth. So I accepted... I wanted Liz to come.
So you didn't know...
I knew some... It wasn't until we were off. I was grateful to him, but the others, they built a colony. Or fantasy. Could be endlessly... It wasn't life. As the decades passed, alone yet again. Now finally having...
To do what?
Help you to fulfill a better future.
You said Beta's not in...
Putting her to work. A difficult time. They will compel her if need be. She's the only one.
Because you people made her to be...
Idea, not mine. They always viewed me. That's why I created the data channel.
So this channel...
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that I would... The channel allowed me to interact with... It offered us a chance...
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes. Though
she felt like you took side.
I was afraid the others would punish her. But at least I ensured she... I know it seems, but you must believe.
Why did you make the...
I built this house. A safe place. Cultural art, truly some of the greatest...
And you wanted Beta?
Yes. I thought if she could bring something, a heritage, every data being... I'm sorry I had to cut off call. She needed its...
Beta told me your colony, that you came back to Earth.
It's true. After we reached, we spent decades building a new home. The physical couldn't think of what we... It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated. It took a cataclysm of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive We knew of instabilities, underestimated them. By the time the collapse, only a few of ship in time. We said, left to us.
Which you just for anyone else.
Not me. He believes it work around the primitive tribes no more pleases. But we will stop him.
What exactly...
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age. In this case, a place where Gerard's new construction, a passage that only... When silence, we will enter through this fighting. The distraction will...
Once we're inside the base...
Here, in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been including Hephaestus.
What about the Alpha Apollo on your...
A simple matter of recovery. Others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have...
So you knew...
Liz was everything she... and more. You've managed to...
I'm not asking about...
The honest answer. For all the time that I spent with you, it was...
How do you know...
He isn't the only one adept at spy.
You hacked this?
No, he's too... But his subordinate... He gave additional focuses to...
The ones working with...
By tapping their focuses, the distribution of override, the arming of Tanakh rebels, and this...
But how did he...
That's the one thing I haven't... But however he did with it, and such a shame.
Regala's only interested in... What does she have to get?
It's the price she must... Without the ability to override her little rebellion.
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus.
In exchange for an... On the base. And all without ever knowing who the Sons of... Yet for all of silence, that blind spot is what...
While hundreds of times died. So when you met Elizabeth...
Not aloof. It was a summit Liz gave. She had already achieved, but in her address, an AI-driven system, but actually to
care about...
Revolutionary stuff. I watched her. She had spoken with... I could tell she felt on... It was as if I didn't want to be...
So how did you...
I picked the morning she had her coffee. She was her colleagues. I asked if I then was intel. Her answer made, but she was very previous. It was only exactly who I was. It was my business anonymity. So that was Liz. I came to view ship. She always, I knew her.
I guess I know that. First Varl. Now Hikaru and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it. What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra protection for long. You should have killed me.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise. Okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge.
Then I think it can be done.
I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Silent's army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Without Regala and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister. Will be Silent's only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regala's rebellion. From the air.
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenakth. The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regala's army, and they'll receive quite a surprise. So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring silence to the table.
Not if. When. Erend, are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... we're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
Could set that machine on fire.
Just to let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
Great. I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regala's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.
When you're wounded, you have to strike back. Draw blood.
Hey! Can't I get one damn minute to mourn my friend?
Regala is going to slaughter my tribe to overthrow Hikaru. The Zeniths have Beta and Gaia. We can't sit around wallowing in our losses.
Kotallo's right. We must fight.
Oh, all right. So what are we gonna do, huh? Take on all of Regala's rebels?
Not to mention the Zeniths. What can we even do? Throw ourselves at their base?
Something like that. So...
After we lost contact with you, we regrouped and went to Gemini. What happened? The recording we found on Varl's focus cut off when that Zenith, Eric...
The Zeniths were tracking Hephaestus. When Gaia trapped it in Gemini, they knew where we were. After... Varl tried to stop them. They took Beta and Gaia. I only survived because one of the Zeniths turned against the others to save me.
One of them? Well... At least we didn't lose you too. So what do we do now?
We're going to defeat the Zeniths. and get Beta and Gaia back. But first, we're going to stop Regala.
How?
Back in Gemini, Beta gave me a gift. There's something I need to do first to make it work, but it could put an end to the bloodshed.
Word is, Regala's readying her army for an all-out assault on the Grove. I need to be there.
I know. Go. Stand with Hikaru. And keep an eye on the sky.
Strike true as the 10.
The rest of you, whatever preparations you need to make, upgrades, resupplies, get on it. It won't be long before we take the fight to the Zeniths.
We'll be ready, Aloy. And when you're ready, meet me outside the east exit. I'd like to have a word in private.
Even when things are darkest, you're the flame that lights the way forward.
Just tell me one thing. Am I gonna get to smash up a bunch of Zenith bastards?
We all are.
Good.
Before I do anything else, I should check on Zoe. It sounded important.
Over here, Aloy. We would come out here to tend to the garden. Sometimes I needed fresh air. Other times we would simply sit and watch the sunrise. It seemed fitting that he be laid to rest here. Now he can always look out at Plainsong and further east to the Nora sacred lands.
He would have liked that.
He often spoke of his sister, Vala. He said she used to gather her favorite golden blooms and tie them to her spear. Their mother called it useless, but Vala was stubborn.
Yeah, she seemed like that.
It wasn't easy. But I tracked down the flower. Gathered its seeds. As verdant limbs wither, roots rot in snow, still the seed rises, and certain as stone. From death follows new life. So it is with the land. And so it is with us. I'm with child, Aloy. I was going to tell him when he got back from Gemini. Instead, one day, I'll bring our child here. We'll sit among the blooms and watch the sunrise.
I never got to tell him. To thank him. For saving my life, sure, but also for not giving up on me.
He always knew.
Goodbye, Varl. I promise to look after them. I'll try to visit again when I can. But for now, I need to go to the fabrication terminal to install the new override on my spear. Then I'll use it on a sunwing and get ready for an entrance Regala will never forget.
Oh no. I got enough trouble with Katalo, always kicking my ass.
Who says I'm any good at it?
The way my luck's going, I'll bet you're a pro.
Override installed. Now to find a sunwing. I think there are some roosting at the top of the mountain.
I thought you were gonna go fight.
I wanted to check.
Don't worry about it. They'll be there when you...
I never doubt it.
Oh. I'm glad you're back.
So am I. You should know.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
At least we know we're...
Damn straight.
Do you think...
I don't think anyone's ever okay after losing the one they love. I can't tell you she's handling it better than I ever did. That keeps the rest of us level-headed.
I know you hate waiting, but...
Well, you go do it. Are you okay? I almost lost it when I realized my...
I'm getting her back.
Understood.
I need...
You better get... do me a favor.
I'll do my best. Think you can manage things here while I...
Stopping Regala's war.
Yes.
Then I'll make sure the rest of us are...
Okay. I know we both, but once we infiltrate their...
Don't worry. Wherever your arrow strikes.
Let's hope we hit... We'll be facing Spectre drones soon.
Already asked him to run us. He moves like an oaf, but...
How's Aaron doing?
For a moment there, he thought he... But he never truly... Guess that Oseram's...
I need to get going.
Whatever you...
I'll try. You look busy.
My studies are a good distraction, Varl. And that's just the beginning.
We won't let them... What was...
Flood controls. If we can acquire... Then my sister won't have...
Right. Tilda, this...
Did she...
She knew Elizabeth, so she was willing.
But you... Where I come from, the more... I'd be careful if I were you, Aloy.
So, I'll...
Yes. The most fascinating... And there's much they've... But still...
And deadly. How are you holding...
Varl's lost. I didn't know him well, but... Zoe and Aaron, but...
They need time.
And what about you?
I don't know. Seems like a...
Katalo. If I were this Regala...
Regala still has a lot of...
That's what...
If my plan worked. I should be ready to go.
I won't...
I know. And I haven't forgotten about the data on Levi.
Thank you,
Okay, I need to find a sunwing to... Right. Better head up the mountain. I'll save this for a dyer. Good. There are sunwings up here. We'll have to approach them quietly. Whoa! Head rush. Tilda, I'm in the air.
Then you'll want to pick up an energy cell on one of the ancient Horus Titans. But first you must send out a pulse to activate them. I've sent you the necessary software. To deploy it, you'll have to override one of the communication machines referred to as Tolnecs. There's one in the middle of the desert that should do nicely.
On it. There's a Tolnec. Need to get on top of its head. Now, how to land this thing. Made it. Okay, Tilda. I've overridden the Tolnec.
Good. And the energy cells are now primed. Simply pick one up on a Horus. The nearest one should be northwest of your position. Dropping it on Regala's machine should produce quite a spectacle.
Thanks for the assist.
I told you, I want to help. Rebels. Reinforcements, maybe. Heading
heading for the grove. I hope Hikaru and this Noct can hold out a little longer. There's the energy cell. I don't turn this back. Got the cell. Now on to the grove. The pulse from the Tallneck should have reactivated all the energy cells in the region. I should be able to pick up more from any horse I fly to. It'll be useful, even after I deal with Regala. Go.
Regala's inside. Hikaru will soon be dead. It's all over, Chaplain.
I gotta drop it now. Here goes.
It's Aloy! She flies on the wings of the Ten.
The tide has turned! Push through! End of the line, Hikaru. Now on your knees, and I'll give you the death you didn't have the spine to give me.
They're down! The machines! All of them! They're down!
What? How's that possible?
Regala! Enough bloodshed! Let's settle this. You and me.
Easy to say when you're atop a machine.
Well, that was just to get your attention. I don't need any help to take you down.
Fine. I accept your challenge. And once I'm done with you, I'll get to finish the slaughter.
We'll see about that.
The duel is set. Let none interfere.
The fight is just beginning! I will not be conquered!
So that's how it's gonna be.
This is where it ends!
Yeah, it is.
Come to me!
I'm not giving up.
This is my strength! Let me end your... Is this how you... You bring nothing but shame to your tribe. Oh. You die here and now. No way to fight. Here, death greets you! Here I am again, on my knees before bootlets and cowards. Go ahead, run me through.
Shut your mouth, traitor.
It was you who flew in on the wings of the Ten. You who challenged her. By our rights, you must decide her fate. I spared her once. It only made things worse. She was the best of my marshals. What a waste.
She's dangerous, all right. But maybe that's exactly what I need.
Cowards! What more do you have to conspire about?
Whether you live or die. I'm not here to forgive you for your crimes. But there's another battle ahead. Against an enemy more powerful than anything you can imagine. And I need people. A squad. That's willing to do whatever it takes.
I don't want your mercy.
It's not mercy. The battle I'm talking about will be charging into a nightmare.
A better death than this? Yes. My blood is yours. Your enemies are mine.
Meet us at our stronghold, in the mountains near Plainsong.
You mean to send her alone? Without even an armed guard?
She does not need it.
I will be there. You have my word.
I'll hold you to it.
Chief, there's something you both need to see. In the throne room. He surrendered to our guards outside the grove. Claims he has an urgent message for the Outlander who defeated Regala.
So, state it.
It's for her alone. From an interested party.
I'm gonna need some privacy.
Clear the room. Put him with the rest of Regala's soldiers.
I'll see you back at base.
You saved the tribe. Let me help you with your mission. Then at least allow me to give you this. Armor for the battle ahead. May it keep you safe.
Thank you.
Do you have any idea what you've just done?
Oh, it's a pleasure to see you too, Silence.
Congratulations on your victory. You saved the Tenakth for a few weeks. Unfortunately, you've doomed the entire planet as well.
Wrong. I don't need a Tenakth army to defeat the Zeniths.
Oh, Aloy. Have you learned nothing about the enemy we're up against?
More than you, hiding whatever hole you found. My idea is just better than anything you ever came up with.
Go on.
No, not here. We're doing this my way. Face to face, and with the weapon you've developed.
And why would I agree to that?
Because I'm your only way of beating the Zeniths, and getting the copy of Apollo that's on their ship. So meet me at my base. Mountains west of Plainsong. Time to submit to the inevitable silence and follow the person who actually knows what she's doing. Don't be late. Tilda, you there? I did it. Silence is on board, so head to my base.
Impressive. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Now that I can fly, I might want to see what else I can do before I head back.
What? But he'd served with those soldiers for years.
Your deeds will be remembered like those of the Ten. Word is, you defeated the Enduring. You must be pretty good with that spear.
Will you stay in Plainsong?
We both have our duties to
May
attend
you
to.
share in our fledgling
Now here
peace,
walks a true
Outlander.
So, Aloy, you've added yet another deed to your name, and I'm guessing by the look in your eyes that you're not done yet.
Not quite.
Is there anything we can do? We owe you that much.
After everything you've been through, you're one of the best people to support Hikaru's bid for peace. Not just between the clans, but with the Karja too.
Then I will. You have my word.
And until my last breath, I'll make sure the tribe remembers all that you've done for us.
After everything Regala did, you still spared her.
You decimated Regala's machine.
knowing she was spared, but it could also keep the hope that the rebellion lives on.
I've been thinking.
It isn't the flame of the desert. Aloy, never doubted you knew how to make an entrance, but that, oof, that was something else.
Didn't think I'd find you here.
You know, I just thought a battle that'll be sung about for generations wouldn't sound as epic if the desert commander were missing. I would not have shown Regala mercy. But who am I to argue with the champion killer?
Come on.
Wish I could have seen Regala's face when she saw you flying on that machine. Wish I could have seen Regala's face when she saw you flying on that machine.
And so the Wings of the Ten found us when things were at their direst.
I'm not some legend come to life, Chitaka.
That may be, but we will always be in your debt. I hear Regala's pledged her life to you now. I wish you luck.
Sooner gut one of those.
Ateka. I figured I'd see you here.
Of course. The Lowland clan fought for our own today. And like the day Hikaru conquered the Grove, we stand victorious. I see the same look in his eyes as I did then. Hope restored. His vision for us endures.
He'll need your continued support, I'm sure.
And he will always have it. Thank you for everything, Aloy.
Well, how many do you have?
Too many to count. Wish I could have seen Regala's face when she saw you flying on that machine.
Good day, warrior.
JTF-10. Out in the field or relaxing at base, join Task Force 10 acted as one.
From Wallbreaker to the Wings of the Ten.
See you, warrior.
We've racked up a lot of...
That was clumsy. You up for a game of strike later? Okay. But you should know that I've got some moves. I hear she stopped a war in the east.
An outlander flew on the wings of the Ten.
Your blade be bright. Your arrows, you've earned our trust. The rebellion is shattered. We are grateful. Commanders have honor. Battles will be spoken of through the generations.
Could hit it with acid.
Fire, keep walking.
Time to find a spot for you to roost.
The Nox drove the Red Raids out with half our numbers. Now that tells you something.